hope you enjoyed that little cinematic intro. We're going to be 3D printing a seal stamp. I'm going to help you basically design it, teach you what I learnt from it. Hopefully you can design and make your own. Basically all the knowledge that I'm going to be giving you is trial, error, and what I picked up from in 18th century films. I'm sure there are some letterologists, I don't know what the name is, but somebody who actually deals with old-fashioned styles of writing that will be able to tell me the best tips and tricks on actually how to do this. But this is what I've learned. In order to get started, all you'd need to do is fire up a CAD program and you're going to draw out, honestly, whatever shape you like. They're traditionally circular. You can stick to that, or you can do something hexagonal or pentagonal or whatever you want because, well, we're 3D printing it, that's the magic of it. Some questions you may have is, will the 3D printing filament stand up to it because they can melt at kind of a low temperature? But the candle wax is nowhere near that. I mean, I can put my finger in the molten pool of candle wax and it's not going to do anything to me. So a 3D print that will melt at about 170 odd, 200 degrees Celsius, it'll be fine. About 30 millimeters diameter of the seal stamp that you want is about right for a letter, but if you want to print one out and stamp it, and if you like it a bit bigger or a bit smaller, then go for it. I suppose the only real critical dimension that I will say is obviously you want some rigidity to it, so I would say about 2 millimeters thick on the back of the actual stamp itself, just to keep it in place. And then any logo that you do, I suggest raising it up by about 1 millimeter. As you can see, I have gone ahead and put a channel logo into the actual disc here. Literally the impression is about 1 millimeter deep and the coin is about 2 millimeters thick. So overall the whole thing is about 3 millimeters. When you're actually modeling this, you will want to reverse the design. My design software doesn't allow that. I have to then do it within Cura, which there's a handy little flipping function in there, so I can just flip mirror that. As you can see, I made the example of flipping my channel logo on here, although it is kind of symmetrical, so it doesn't really make a huge difference. You can see the tool is there and it's quite easy to use. So, in order to begin the seal making process, here is the seal that we printed out. There we are, with my little logo in there. So we got that. And what I suggest doing is taking a Sharpie or something and literally marking, say, where the bottom of it is. So this is a gold one, don't use the black ones because obviously, well, use the black one if you're printing this in any other colour other than black. You know, black on black, obvious. But yeah, I'm just going to make a note here and just put like a little mark just there so that you can tell which way, because if you just put it down, sometimes it can be in the wrong orientation and we want these to look nice. So now we've got that, then you're going to want to grab a pencil. Now this is just a blank sheet of paper for experimental purposes, but you'll do this on your actual envelope. Well, I recommend practicing with this first. Put this down here, and we're just going to draw around it so we know where we want to go. And we can take that away. Right, so what we want to do now, we've got the candle burning, which is over here. Basically, I'll take the seal thing in this hand. Normally there would actually be like a proper little handle coming off these, and they would have some weight to them, but I'm lazy. You can glue this to some kind of handle thing if you want. We're going to take our candle, which you can't quite see because it's out of frame yet, and I'm going to literally hold it over like this, and just drip wax onto the paper. Obviously be careful, it's an open flame, that you don't catch the paper. Now there's quite a bit of time before the wax properly fully hardens, and if you hold the flame close to it, it kind of keeps it liquid. And this is why we drew the circle earlier, so you know roughly how big and where to keep dripping the wax on. Unfortunately this paper isn't flat, So there we go, that should be enough. Pop the candle back so it's nice and safe. And we're going to stick that down onto the paper. Like so. And leave it to harden. And then hopefully, if we peel this up, there you go. You can kind of see it works. And let's have a look at this one. Come on. Kind of. I think it kind of worked. Good in there. That's the 1mm impression. So, yeah, there we go. Kind of works. You can kind of see it. Yeah. These are a few other ones I tried. That's just a blob. Don't worry about that. And then there's that one. And this one, which actually came off. I wanted to see if you could peel these off, and you totally can. They're literally just metal candle wax, that's it. Like, yeah, super easy, kind of. So, the big question on everyone's mind is, do these get the seal of approval? Yeah, of course they get the seal of approval.